What's up, everyone? We're back for round 8 of RMFantasy SXperts, heading into Tampa this week.
Going east.
Have not been there since 1999, and man, we got a wild race to talk about.
Yeah, a lot happening.
A lot of cool stuff. So let's get right into it. This is our race recap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here they are. These are your top 5 finishers from last week. We've got Tomac taking the win. Christian.
I mean, it was either between him or Anderson. I finally didn't pick him. Of course he wins. That's the way it goes. So,
Muscan in second. Blake Baggett for third. Third podium in a row. Congrats to him. Jason Anderson fourth. Seeley back in the top 5 and fifth. And Justin Brate 10. Coming in 10th, getting the wild card.
yeah, Brayton burned me hard this week. I've had him in the wild card last 2 weeks.
Dude, you haven't had one pick right in 3 weeks.
I'm on a major downfall right now. Got to bring it back.
For this week, we want to share with you guys actually some of our favorite clips from the races. We want to show you kind of the moments that stuck out the most to us. So for me, 2 moments. The first one was Tomac. If you want to see a rider know how to rail a berm.
The bull turns are helping him out big time.
Just watch this clip of him and how quickly and how early he gets on the gas. It blows my mind. The other clip that I want to talk about is Alex Ray. Gets a good start in the heat race.
Has an
And
incident.
then after a little rhythm section, just staged right and just decides, you know what, I don't want to race tonight, and just went straight off the track. So I thought it was
pretty wild.
He didn't get hurt, but I thought it was kind of funny. What were some things that stood out for you?
You got to talk about the pass. Weston Pike on Marvin Muscan. I mean, just bulldozes him out of the way. I think Marvin might have went and apologized to Pike after for
getting
that.
in his way.
That was bad. And then if you're on the pick and Pike train, I mean, his battle with Tyler Bowers in the heat was awesome. So
That was pretty cool.
pretty cool to watch.
So what do you guys think? What were some of your favorite moments from the nights? Comment below, let us know what those are, because we love to chit-chat with you guys. But Christian, Mr. Statman, give us some stats for the picks.
The average score was up to 34 points. I wish I could have got that. 2 perfect scores, so the most perfect scores of any week we've had this year. We've only had 3 all season. So we're averaging a perfect score in every 154,000 picks, so it's hard to do.
Jeez.
And then the wild card correct percentage went from 21% last week down to 5 with Brayton, so tough week.
Tough week, but there are some injuries real quick. You got Barsha's out, Grant, broken leg from what I understand. Roxon's still out, Bogle and Weimer. So if you guys do not put those in your top 5 picks. But like we said earlier, we're heading into Tampa, okay? Second East Coast round. First time since 1999, Kevin Windham
Beat McGrath there.
So it's pretty cool. So let's get into it. This is our track trends.
Okay, so track trends going into Tampa. A couple things to know. It's an early race. It's on the East Coast. Picks close 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Okay.
It's an outdoor stadium, a football stadium, so look for the long start.
It's in Tampa, but very low percentage of rain.
Yep, it actually looks pretty warm. It could be up to 85 in the day, so.
Okay.
And a lot of sand.
I don't know, if you guys watch this track map with us, the sand section's an entire rhythm section plus a couple other sand sections, so pretty interesting.
Yeah, it could make for carnage. We'll see.
We
It's
will
gonna be
see.
a lot of sand.
But what's going to be cool is do not go anywhere, because later on, Adam Mentiknap's going to be on the show talking to us, and he's going to talk about what he feels are some of the more difficult parts of any track and his thoughts on that sand section. So stay tuned, because that's going to be some cool information to learn from Adam. But coming up next, we got to talk about it, because Anderson, he's on a roll. He's got a big points lead. Got to talk about Barsha.
Yep.
And what is going to happen in this championship. So let's get into it. This is our points battle. All right, so for this week's points battle, I have 1, a question, and 2, I have a prediction. Jason Anderson has a 36-point lead over Cole Seeley in second place. Will Anderson play it safe? Will he give up wins to stay off the ground? That's my question. But now I have a bold prediction, okay? Yeah, he's got a big points lead, but here's the deal. We got 10 rounds left.
Yeah.
Interesting stat. From Seeley in second place down to Pike, who is in 5th place in the point standings. Between these 4 riders, 10 points separate them.
Yeah, that's fierce in there.
Here's my prediction. Jason Anderson, he will have a bad race. Whether he gets in a first-turn pileup or has another bad wreck like he did a few weeks ago in practice, he's going to have a bad race, which is going to tighten this whole championship up. It's coming down to Vegas.
I kind of have that feeling too. I mean, it's happened to pretty much everyone here. It's had something weird happen beyond their control.
Yeah.
He gets wily out there, but I think for him to play it the safest, he has to get good starts.
Yeah.
Get in front of everybody. Don't get in that mess at all. So if he's up there, I think he's going for the win. I feel like, he He's going to keep it safest by getting the best starts, is all I can say. So
now, with these championships, though, we got Tomac. He's well out of the championship, but he's always going to be there winning races or in the top 3, or he crashes out. But with these top 5, are any of these safe bets for your top 5, or like with Pike?
I mean,
what do you got here?
With Pike, I put him more as not a safe pick. He's started within the top 5 last 3 out of 4 rounds, but hasn't finished in the top 5.
So first 3 races, but
yeah, since then he hasn't done anything. I kind of put him as a long shot.
Okay.
Muscan, on the other hand, had second place, finishes back to back. He's been in the top 5 last 4 rounds. Has to be in there no worse than 3rd, I say.
Okay.
Baggett, 3 third-place finishes in a row, and he only gets better on the East. We've seen that over and over, so I'd put him 3rd to 2nd still. Seeley, I push a little bit farther back in the 4th, 5th range. I mean, even with good starts, he's seemed to kind of fade. His best finish of the year was at the Triple Crown round, so maybe talk to him when that comes back around. And then Tomac, I still feel like if Anderson wouldn't have tucked the front end, and I'll say it, he would have caught Tomac and maybe passed him for the win. Maybe I'm talking for my points, which would have helped a lot, but
You're bitter, but it wouldn't have happened.
I just feel like he would have done it. He's already done it this year.
Anderson would not have passed Tomac. Come on, dude.
I'm sticking to Mr. Anderson.
Set the fastest lap. You're crazy. Well, you've seen it. That's the points chase. Excuse me. That is what we got going on for a battle. But now we need to get into it because with certain riders injured, it leaves the door open for some other guys to crack that top 5.
A lot of sand. Any one of these guys could have issues.
Yep.
We're going to look at the next tier riders that could slide in.
So real quick, we're going to go over our weekly spoilers.
All right, so heading into Tampa, we got the kind of, riders that are a little bit more of a long shot to make it in the top 5. The things with these 2 guys right here, Brayton and Webb, qualifying will tell you where they are going to be. I mean, in 5 out of the 7 rounds, Brayton's taken either where he's qualified or 1 spot away. Webb's done it in 3 of the 7 rounds, so they're staying about there. The one thing to know about Brayton is he's only been in the top 5 one time this year, and it was a Triple Crown round.
Okay.
And you take out the crash with Roxon. Webb has gotten better results since the 2nd round in Houston. So he's on the rise.
Yeah. I have Webb actually in my top 5 this week. I think he's going to finally do it. So we'll see.
You're joining the Coop Troop.
The Coop Troop.
I like that, dude.
Dean Wilson is improving a lot. Okay, his shoulder injury is getting better. I know this guy has top 5 speed. The question is, what is the weekend he will do it? Because I know he will crack the top 5. Question mark. Justin Hill riding for JGR Suzuki this weekend.
He's on a hot streak.
He just won his last 250 race. He got 3rd the weekend before that, and he's been wanting to ride a 450. This could be kind of like Jeremy Martin last year, getting 2nd in Daytona on his first 450 race.
I hope he does well.
I hope so too. And then Brock Tickle has also been improving.
He started 22nd last week.
He came back to 9th.
I mean, the guy, he needs to give himself. Make it easy on you, bud. Get a good start.
So his last 3 races, he went 8, 5, and then last weekend he got 9th, but he had a horrible start. So those are some of our picks for weekly spoilers, riders that we think could crack the top 5. So
I don't think there's any rider that has a worse starting average and better finishing average, like a bigger difference than Tickle. I mean, give the guy a start.
He needs to give himself a start.
He needs to make his life easy. He's got speed, but fighting through that many people, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, you never know. But anyway, those are our weekly spoilers. But next up, Wildcard's a tough one this week.
15th.
Yep. So let's get into it. This is the Wildcard Watch. All right, so for this weekend, 15th is the Wildcard spot.
Going deep.
Going deep into the field. So here we go. We got some interesting stats on certain riders that are going to be good candidates for this weekend. So we have 2 riders that have finished between 14th and 16th 5 times this year. Chad Reed, Tyler Bowers. Okay, some other riders that have good average finishes. Benny Bloss has an average of 16. Malcolm Stewart's 14.
Yep.
But also LeMay Freezy, who's done it twice between 14th and 16th. But right now, I would say Reed, Bowers, and Bloss.
Probably your best bets.
Probably 3 of your best bets.
Even though Reed's results say he should be there, I think he's going to be a little fired up about breaking the Michael Rocco record this week, hopefully. So
yeah. See,
I'm leaning more Bowers right now.
Are you? I think Bowers because I heard he's going to be on Factory Kawasaki. I do not know that. That is not confirmed. But if he is, I think that gives him confidence boost. I see him finishing well inside the top 15. So.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's the wild card watch. So make sure to be watching that. That's probably the most. You got to get the wild card right throughout the year a few times.
I'll take any pick at this point. Any pick right, I'll take. Have you got any more of those picks?
Well, coming up next, we got to get into it. The man, the 7 Deuce Deuce Adam Mentiknap, he's joining us. We're going to ask him some questions about this weekend's track coming up in Tampa. We call it Between Two Berms with Adam Mentiknap. All right, folks, we've got him on the phone. Adam Mentiknap, the 7 Deuce Deuce, is joining us. What's up, Adam?
What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
We are good. Dude, first of all, I just got to say, you got screwed in the first turn last weekend in the LCQ.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go to the LCQ, though. It's a little bit of a gamble. You never really know what's going to happen. You can't be too upset because that's part of racing. But we're going to go this weekend, try to get an even better start, and put it in the main.
There we go. So I have a question for you, and then Christian has a question. My question is, and I think a lot of fans, this will be interesting for them to know, is when you show up to a Supercross track, or any track for that matter, what are like 1 or 2 obstacles that no matter what track, they always kind of scare you, or they're the most difficult for any racer?
I would say there's actually a few obstacles. Obviously, Dragon's backs are the worst. I would say that's the number one thing that people are usually timid about. Luckily, last year they made the rule that you have to have at least a bike length width between the second to last whoop and the top whoop. So now, as you've seen from last week, you can jump off of them.
Okay.
But still, they're really, really sketchy. A lot of guys were crashing there. A lot of guys, you see a lot of endos. You see a lot of people gain time on that too, because the thing about a Dragon's back is it is the scariest obstacle, but it's one of those obstacles where you can make up a lot of time. Another one is where you have to go from a low jump to a high jump. As you've seen this weekend, there was that Dragon back off to a 3-up. Those are always one of the scariest. And the reason that is because, 1, you have to hit it with a lot of speed. 2, you have to use a lot of energy, and 3, you got to go higher than the actual takeoff, get over the top, and hope like heck you don't clip it and endo over the bars into the next small one. So I would say those are probably the 2 most intimidating, other than, if you have to hit some kind of table over 2 singles. I don't know if it's a triple, a quad, a 3.5, whatever you want to call it, but whenever you have to go really far on a Supercross track, it's always scary.
Yep.
All right. Now, Christian, what's your question?
I mean, I don't know if you've seen the track map yet. I'm sure you have, but there's a lot of sand. So what do you think about all that, and what riders do you think might stand out? Better performance there.
It's definitely going to be different. I've seen a lot of Supercross tracks with sand sections, but, this is like, I don't want to say it's more than just a section, but usually, we see like a corner or a short straightaway full of sand. This is like a whole rhythm lane and a half, maybe even more of sand. And I'm interested to see, the way the lines develop and the actual jumps. Like, did they build the jumps big? Did they build them kind of rounded off? How rutted, what kind of base is underneath? Because it's not too bad if the rhythm's made out of pure sand, where, you can kind of go through it and the actual landing or the lip is made out of sand. But when they make it out of clay underneath and then they put sand on top, where, you have a foot of sand and then underneath is clay, it can be like really gnarly, because you never know when you get to that base, it can have a couple kickers or some kinks in the actual clay. So we'll see how that stuff develops. As far as riders, I think you're going to be really looking at a good showing from guys like Anderson, Muscan, a loose rider like Dean Wilson. And I think a guy you're really going to see shine this week that did even better last week was Cooper Webb. I feel like he always does good on these back east tracks and the Florida tracks, and he's definitely a better outdoor rider, and I think he's going to shine this weekend.
I like it.
I like it.
Good stuff.
Well, there you go. You guys have heard from Adam Mentiknap. That's kind of his thoughts on what he thinks are the most difficult, intimidating parts of a Supercross track. And also, this weekend...
Some riders to watch.
Yeah, got some riders to watch. So, Adam, hey, man, good luck to you this weekend. Put it in the main and keep it on 2.
Yep, good luck.
Heck yeah, I appreciate it. And for all you people, remember, if you see Tomac on the pole, put him first. If he's not there, take him off your top 5. Good luck to all my RMFantasy SXers. All right, have a good one, boys.
Later.
See ya.
Bye.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
I like his takes on the track.
That was just like I I told you so moment.
Yep.
And he just had to rub it in.
Yeah, why not?
Just rub it in there, put some salt in it. Feels good.
It was awesome.
Well, there you go. That is Adam Enticknap, People's Champ, and his group, shout out to his fantasy group, is killing it.
One of the bigger groups and a lot of high-scoring dudes. If you want to get some advice and talk to some serious players, they're in that group.
Yeah, so make sure you
722
join.
crew.
Well, you know what time it is.
Time to lock them in.
All right, so for this week, I will take the honors since I scored more points than you last week.
You've been just creeping on me lately.
I have.
Creeping on my
because
score.
you're 0 for 3.
I'm in a slump. I need help.
Okay, my picks for the weekend. Here we go. Tomac, Anderson, Baggett, Muscan. Cooper Webb is going to do it. First top 5 of the year. He's gotten better every round. He will not spin a web of lies on me.
Every time I pick him, he does horrible, so that's probably good.
Yeah, probably means he'll do better.
Yep.
And then I have Father Time, Mr. Chad Reed, taking the all-time starch record and the wild card. What do you got?
Just bringing a rain of fantasy points in with him.
Oh, yeah.
So
we'll talk about that.
my picks, I'm liking Tomac. I'm putting him back in. He's just too fast right now. Baggett, though, I think going east, he's going to let her eat this week and get up, move one spot up to second.
Beast from the east.
The new beast from the east. Let's go with Marvin Muscan in third. Sandy, you know he's going to do good. Jason Anderson fourth. This dangerous of a track, I think he might play it a little easy. Webb's out. Cole Seeley in, and instead of Reed, I'm going with Bowers for my wild card. So,
All right. You guys have seen it.
I'm pumped on the Baggett pick, though. I'm going to be pulling for that one. We'll see what he
All
does.
right.
So.
Now, before we get into our prize recap and tell you what's up for grabs this week, we just want to give a quick shout out because we love seeing the comments that everybody gives to us. Okay, we try and respond back as much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
But a couple ones that really stand out is Post or Not.
Post or Not, always in there telling us what
Always
he
commenting.
thinks.
Okay.
I like him. And Sean Powell, that man has been giving us a couple paragraphs every week. So thanks to you, Sean.
Although Sean said Tomac's heart wasn't in it last week, and Tomac, I think he heard you because his heart seemed to be in it for the win last week. I don't know.
but just interesting takes from him, too. I like reading them. So.
But it's cool, you guys. Thank you so much for the comments. That's what makes the show fun for us because we like to sit down and read what you guys are writing, hear your thoughts, see your picks, and keep doing it.
Yep.
Share with us what happened. What we had one guy said he went from
TTTV went
Yes.
from 93rd to like 50th overall this week. So he's been getting 2 picks right on average every week. That's what it could do.
That's all it takes, 2 picks a week. So thank you very much. So here we go. Let's get into it. This is our prize recap. All right, so once again, some very good prizes up for grabs this week. So Pirelli MX32 made hard tires for first place. Pro Honda prize pack coming in second. Vertex high compression piston kits.
Yes.
Rhino Power's in there. Works Connection. EVS is doing the neck brace. Acherbys. ASV. Bell MX9 with MIPS. ODI is getting in the mix with a few prizes. And as always,
$90 $10 Rocky Mountain gift card, so 100 chances to win.
so get signed up. Now, trivia.
We took a week off, but we're back. I want to see who's been paying attention. This question for this week. This rider since A2 has had a better result every week in the main and has qualified better every week. So this dude is really on the rise. I want to see if anybody knows who it is.
So write your comments below.
And we are talking about qualifying to get into the night show, not into the main. So
There you go. That is Christian's trivia question.
see who
Comment
can get
below.
it. Yep.
All right, guys, so there you go. That is it. That is for round 8 of RMFantasy SXperts, okay, going into Tampa. Now remember, even if you're not signed up, still, you can sign up right now. Go to RMFantasySX.com. It is free. You don't have to pay anything. Prizes are given away are absolutely free. Play. You can join our group, Team RMATVMC. You can join the Team 7 Deuce Deuce. You can play with Adam Enticknap, create your own groups.
Get a group in there. Get your family and friends and talk some smack,
It
too.
is so much fun. You will never look at Supercross the same after you join and play RMFantasy SX. You can just comment below and even ask the people that are playing because it is fun.
Yep, good times.
So there it is. I am Chase.
I'm Christian.
We'll see you next week.